From the Opubco Studios in Oklahoma City, you are watching The Press Row. We're brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. You can go online right now and order your pizza at papajohns.com. I'm Jenny Carlson. Barry Trammell joins us on the telephone from Kansas City, where he's covering the Big 12 tournament. Time for our We Pick 'em segment, and let's start with some Big 12 tournament games. Barry, Thursday afternoon, Oklahoma State plays Kansas. Who you got in this one?
Well, I'm taking Kansas, and it's no reflection really of the two ball teams. It's more a reflection of Kansas's dominance at the Sprint Center. Time was when the Big 12 tournament was at Kemper Arena, Kansas did not really dominate. In fact, other schools had more success. Missouri, notably, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, all kinds of teams spread the title around. Kansas, though, since we've gone to the Sprint Center, 4 of the 5 tournaments held at the Sprint Center, Kansas has won it. It's become their home away from home. They're very dominant. I think Oklahoma State's playing its best ball of the season, but I think the home court advantage for Kansas is going to be proved to be too much.
Well, it is going to be a big home court advantage for Kansas, no doubt about that. But I'm picking Oklahoma State, and here's why. 1, Oklahoma State beat Kansas not too long ago. 2, Kansas is playing without Joel Embiid, and we saw them go to West Virginia and look pretty darn horrible without him, frankly. Andrew Wiggins was spectacular, but this Kansas team is not as good without Embiid. And, Barry, you wrote about this. Oklahoma State can turn up the pressure, and Kansas's guards are susceptible to pressure to turning it over. I think Oklahoma State scores the upset. It's going to have a huge impact on attendance for this Big 12 tournament, but I think they win and keep rolling. 2 o'clock this afternoon, we'll see. 6 o'clock tonight, on Thursday night, Oklahoma's men take on Baylor in their first game in the tournament. Baylor had a play-in game. Who you got in this one, Barry?
Well, I'm going to take the Sooners. I just think Oklahoma's playing very solid. Baylor struggled to beat TCU last night. OU swept Baylor. I think Lon Kruger's is an excellent coach. I think he can outduel Scott Drew. I like the guard play of Oklahoma better than Baylor. Sooners should be more rested than Baylor. I think everything's going for the Sooners. I think I like Oklahoma in this one a lot.
Yeah, I'm going Oklahoma in this one as well. And I think had Baylor taken care of business better against TCU and gotten some rest for its guys, I might have thought twice about picking Oklahoma, but they had to play basically until the end. TCU hung around in that first round game, so OU, when you talk about rest, definitely has an advantage there. And I think they're just the better team in this matchup. And, you know, Baylor's going to be playing for its NCAA tournament lives to try to make a push to potentially get in there. But Oklahoma's got motivation, too. They could potentially move up in those seeding areas, you know, get themselves maybe into that 4 range, a solid 4 if they have a good run in the tournament. And there's a chance that if they take care of their business, they meet Kansas in the championship game. And who knows, if you can roll and beat a Kansas team that's hot to that point, a team that everybody thinks is gonna be one of those top seeds, that could really bode well. Of course, I think Oklahoma State's going to beat Kansas, so maybe it's a bedlam finale. Maybe that's what we're pointing to. Let's see what happens. All right, another Thursday game. Boy, we got basketball back-to-back in this state today. Thunder v. Lakers, and late 8:30 tip out at the Peak. Barry, who are you going to pick in this one?
If the Lakers win this game, we need to shut the doors to the arena and fold the franchise, for crying out loud. The Lakers stink, and it appears to me that losing out in L.A. on Sunday, the Thunder losing to L.A. is what really woke the Thunder up and made them realize, you know what, you can't coast, you can't sleepwalk, you can't assume victory. It was one of the most pathetic displays of defense that we've seen in the 6 years since the Thunder got here. Definitely in the 3 years since the Thunder became elite. So this should not only be a Thunder victory, it should be a Thunder blowout.
Well, I think last week on We Pick 'em, we picked Thunder Lakers, that game in LA, and I'm pretty sure we both said the Lakers stink. There's no way the Thunder lose this game or some such thing. Well, the Thunder did lose that game, but I don't think that happens this time. I still contend the Lakers have the talent of closer to a D-League team than an NBA team. They've been beset by injuries, trades, just different things, clearly in rebuilding mode at this point. So I think the Thunder wins easily. we start to see them get back towards normal with a win against the Lakers. All right, Barry, let's talk about high school state tournaments. Big class this week, 2A through 6A. Let's talk girls first. Who's your can't-miss champ coming out of the big class girls tournaments?
I'm going to go with Shawnee. The Wolves have built a spectacular program just year after year. Excellent talent coming through. They dominated 5A, which is a really good girls class. But I just like sort of the mini dynasty that Shawnee has built. I'll go with Shawnee.
Yep, I like Shawnee as well, but I'm going to go with Millwood girls in the Class 2A tournament. I wrote a little bit about their soon-to-retire coach, Arnelia Spears, in our Thursday edition, so you can check that out. But I think they're a really good team. I mean, they're not a deep team. They don't have a ton of kids sitting on the bench, but they play a bunch of them. They get out and they press and they play tough defense. I just think at the 2A level, they've got too much talent. I think Millwood wins, sends Arnelia Spears out with her 4th state championship. All right, Barry, what about the big class boys champion? Who's the can't miss in the boys side?
Can't miss is probably inaccurate when I say this. I'm speaking more from my heart than my mind, but I'm going to say Putnam City West. The Patriots are ranked number 1. They've never won the state championship in basketball. Haven't won a football title since 1981. And over the last 20 years, the demographics of it's gone from sort of a suburban power to more of an inner city school, which with all the different changes that brings. But they've been playing very good basketball. They've got an excellent program. Omega Harris is a star going to Texas El Paso. Pulling for the Patriots. They played great this year. I think they're going to do it. I believe they're going to do it. I hope they do it. Putnam West is my pick.
You know what? I would love to pick Putnam West, too, for everything you just said. A program that's never won a state championship in so many sports in the last decade or so, has not seen much success at all. It would be a huge, huge accomplishment for West to go and win that championship over in Tulsa, but 6A is going to be tough. So my can't-miss champ, I'm going with Millwood again. Sorry to be on the Millwood bandwagon if you're not on the Millwood bandwagon, but that Millwood boys team won last year in a championship run that was really destiny. They were the beneficiaries of the Hugo Wrongway basket. They won a multi-overtime game in the finals. A lot of things went their way last year, but this year they are clearly a very talented bunch. I think they're going to roll. There's not going to be, well, I guess there could be some unexpected twists and turns in their road, but I don't think they're going to be in as many close games as they were a year ago. Their talent is excellent. I think Millwood wins 2 gold balls this weekend. Hey, be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.